So Lydia, here we are at Cereals 2023 and you've just got an exciting grant about carbon capture through cropping. Do you want to tell us about it?
I have. It's really exciting. It's come out of the FIP, DEFRA's funding for farmer-facing work, and quite a big one. It's just under 6 million and we've got 22 partners. And it's really lovely because it's a 4-year project and it involves a nice collection of farmers, industry and academics. So the core activity that we're going to do is to look at which crops can capture the most carbon with a view to capturing carbon dioxide and addressing climate change issues, whilst at the same time minimising inputs. So we've got the 3 greenhouse gases. We've got carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide and methane. And what we're looking to do is address at least 2 of those, so reduce the amount of nitrogen inputs and thus the potential for nitrous oxides, and also to take carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and lock it up in various ways. And so the ways that we're looking to do that is to say, okay, which crops have got lots of potential to come into the farmed environment, grab that carbon dioxide, and then all different ways of keeping it, and that's the key, because you can capture it and then immediately you reduce it the next year or even the end of that year. That doesn't work. So we're looking at hemp and flax, 2 really high biomass crops, and lots of potential products that they can go into that will then have a very long life expectancy. That's just one of them. We're also looking at complex high biomass herbal leys, which have got lots of potential to put carbon into the soil and leave it there much longer than the old-fashioned sort of simple grass clover lay. And that's the second group. The third group is energy crops, willow, poplar and miscanthus. Okay, if it goes into being burnt as an energy, that is at least partly great because it's replacing fossil fuels. Yeah. But there are actually lots of products that you can make from those crops too in the same sort of area as the hemp and flax. So we'll be looking at those. And this is all lockup we're talking about, yeah. long-term lockup. And then finally the fourth group is cover crops and the way that you till the ground before and after and during crop production. So how can we, when we've got all that carbon into the root system or into the soil, to leave it there for much longer and start building that carbon in the soil rather than depleting it, which is where we've been going. So I think, you know, all being well, you never know exactly how a project's going to go, but there's lots of different potential ways that we will address climate change and soil quality and of course, most importantly, at the same time, that both farmers and industry benefit from that. So this is not some sort of irritating thing that is forced upon them, but not only will they have a new crop, but they'll benefit from it as well. And you're looking at the agronomy of these crops as well, aren't you? It's not just about what can the crops do, it's what can they do for farmers in the field. Absolutely. So, you know, if you have a wheat rape, we know that that's run into difficulties with not only disease but terrible pest problems with oilseed rape. So there's a real need to extend and enlarge the rotation. So if we can bring some of these new crops into the rotation, that makes a huge difference to farmers. It helps them to bring some structure back into the soil, but also to have new products and new marketplaces, which gives them resilience in an economic kind of way, as well as a sort of soil resilient way. So we're working with people like Elsoms to supply the seed, and with York University to look at crop genetic improvement, and with various industries that are developing and optimising some of those products coming out of it, including, for example, this is a shirt, but t-shirts. There's potential that you can replace some of the cotton in t-shirts with hemp and flax, and then we've got UK fibre going back into UK clothes, which would be a really nice change. Brilliant. We look forward to hearing all about it. Thanks, Lydia. Thank you.